All right. So yeah, thanks for the introduction, Gabby. And yeah, as you said, I'm working at GEOMAR at the moment, doing Southern Ocean modeling. Currently mostly physical stuff, but I will be doing more ocean biogeochemistry at some point. I've been working a lot with the GENI model that some of the course participants have been using. But today I will talk to you about the IAPSO Early Career Scientist Network that I'm part of. So I'm the co-chair of the committee that manages the network. And I will just tell you a bit about what this network does and how you can benefit from joining us and how you can contribute as well. So IAPSO stands for the International Association for the Physical Sciences of the Oceans, but the network is open to anyone that self-identifies as an early career scientist in physical or chemical sciences of the ocean. So biogeochemistry falls into that as well. And yeah, okay, now it's not allowing me to change the slide. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I have to go back. Sorry, it's being slow. There we go. The first steps towards starting this network were taken in 2018 when the committee was first formed, and it was officially launched during the IUGG conference in Montreal in July 2019. And it's a fairly young organization compared to IAPSO itself. And IAPSO history dates back about 100 years. So, you know, they figured out eventually that they actually wanted to focus specifically on early career scientists. And then they asked for people who might be interested in forming such a network and setting it up. And I joined early on and have been involved in it since then. And so who are we, and also where are we? We're trying to spread out as much as we can, or find members that are spread out. So these are the members of the committee. Alejandra Sanchez-Franks is at Knox in Southampton, and she's our current chair. And I'm the co-chair, as I said, and then we have another currently 7 members who form the sort of broader committee. And then we also have in 2022 a new member joining us from Brazil. It's not official yet, but the name will be official eventually. And if you want to know more about the different members and what they do, you can look at the website later. But this structure of 1 chair, 1 co-chair, and 8 members is the sort of general committee practice of IAPSO. We also have people joining us for specific tasks, sort of external advisors helping us with specific activities that we do. And this is something I'll get back to, but that's something that you can all help with as well if you're interested. So what are the objectives of this network? So first of all, we want to build a community of and for early career scientists in the field of physical and chemical oceanography. And by this, we mean, for example, sharing opportunities, jobs, news, and advice, and focusing specifically on the challenges that early career stage people face. And currently we're mainly doing this through the website, social media, and our newsletter, but we're also working on ways for members to connect directly with each other based on, for example, scientific expertise. And we also want to promote equity, diversity, and inclusion. We've started with our own network, obviously, with the committee itself, but also with the biannual IAPSO assemblies. Montreal was the last one that would happen in person, but we also had an online one during the summer of this year. And we're going to try and branch out more on this. We have 2 people working on it at the moment. Then we also connect with other organizations and early career networks. For example, the Early Career Researcher Network or networks, the European Geophysical Union, the UN Ocean Decade, and other organizations. And by liaising with these other networks, we're trying to find other ways of organizing events that can be helpful for all sorts of early career issues. We also liaise with the executive committee of IAPSO, and this means that we get to represent the early career perspective in this executive committee, and thereby we have a direct influence on the issues that are being discussed and the decisions that are made. So we find this an important way of bringing in the early career perspective into the organization, the sort of broader IAPSO organization. We also, as I said, organize events. So far, we've organized events at the assemblies, but we're also now aiming on organizing events in between these assemblies. And these will be, for example, relevant talks on early career specific topics. And if you have suggestions or if you have a wish list for this, please don't hesitate to contact us, and we'll see what we can do and or if you have suggestions for speakers, for example, or similar. So how are we at the moment achieving these objectives? So the activities that we do at the moment, we have the website where we have lots of announcements of opportunities. So for example, we have job postings, we have lists of fellowships, we have cruise opportunities. We have also some educational resources that can be used in teaching, for example. That part is still very much under construction. So if you have things to contribute, sort of broader oceanography knowledge type resources, you're welcome to suggest things to us as well. And same with job postings and fellowships. If you hear about things, please notify us and we can put them on there. We also have a quarterly newsletter where we post articles relevant to the community, for example, interviews with early career scientists. We have some blog posts. We have a bulletin board with important dates for the community. For example, as you can see here, we had the Earth Day, the Aquatic Sciences for a Sustainable Future, virtual, the online conference that we did, the VACO in July, dates like that appearing, and World Oceans Day, as you can see here, very large spread on that. And those are also, the previous ones are available on the website for those who are interested. We also have a mailing list, and we have social media accounts, mainly on Twitter. And that's a fairly active account where we repost, for example, job announcements and also other events that are ongoing or happening that could be nice to register for. And then when it comes to the community part, as I said, we connect with other early career networks. We're also actively participating in the science community in general. We did, oh, I see a typo there, the IPCC review for the working group 1 report that came out. We did a group review as an early career network. We did a group review for the Oceans chapter. We have also liaised with the UN Decade of the Ocean before they launched to provide some input to what kind of topics are interesting for our side of things. So early career scientists in the ocean realm, so to speak, because the decade also includes sort of stakeholders and other types of organizations, not just science. And then, as I said, we're doing active promotion of EDI topics at events and in the community as well, or in the IAPSO community specifically. So how can you connect with us? As I said, we have the mailing list. You can register for that on the website. Here you have the social media account address as well for Twitter. We're working on Facebook as well, but Twitter seems to be the most active space where oceanographers go. So we've started that to begin with. And then the email address is also always open for if you want to contact us. And please let us know about events, opportunities, resources, anything you want to share with your colleagues. And if you have ideas, if you have an idea for something you want to help us with, if you want to organize something specific, please, write to us, and we're happy to take in your ideas and your thoughts. So that's it for now, and I'm happy to take questions and suggestions.
Great, Mali. Thank you for this presentation. It's very informative. It seems that there is a lot of resources. I will definitely be checking out the website. I think I already belong into the mailing list.
Oh, good.
So if anyone has any questions, please just write in the chat or your hand up and you can open your mic. I have a quick question, Malin. So usually I also share and post a lot of jobs and scholarships and just opportunities in general through my Twitter. And I have these other networks of like women in sciences, Latin women in sciences, etc. And I just tag them so they see it and they can retweet or that. Will that be okay to do that with the IAPSO?
Yes, for sure. That's a great thing to do. And you can also send, if there's something you want us to retweet specifically with a comment or something, you can send a direct message to our account as well. And our social media manager will take care of that. Oh, okay. My room just went dark, but that's fine. You don't need to see me.
We can still see you in the dark.
Yeah, it shuts down every 15 minutes if I don't move enough.
Okay, so Francisco has a quick question. How did you first learn about IAPSO, and how much time have you been working as a co-chair?
So I first learned about IAPSO when I was a master's student, I think, because they had one of the assemblies in Gothenburg where I was doing my master's, and some of the people at my department there were involved. But then my mentor here in Stockholm was also involved in IAPSO, and she's the one who brought up the fact that they were going to start an early career network, and I got involved through that. How much time I spend, it goes a bit up and down. So this summer I organized the online event that we did, and that of course required a bit more work. But generally it's, I don't know, 5-10 hours per month tops. Probably less than 10 on a normal month. So it's not that much. It's a bit here and there. I probably email more than I think I do, but yeah, maybe 10 hours per month. It's not that much.
It's great that you're also reading the chat, because I totally read that question wrong. So it's how much time it demands, not how long you have been doing it. So another quick question from Raquel. How comprehensive is IAPSO? Is biogeochemical people included, or this is just for physical science?
No, biogeochemical people are definitely included. Historically, IAPSO has been more for the physical scientists, but they've been opening up more to ocean biogeochemistry and chemical oceanography in general over the past sort of decade. So they're increasing it gradually. So hopefully the upcoming assemblies will have more and more aspects of biogeochemical sessions as well. So yeah, we do. Yeah, and we're trying to offer, you know, the job postings and the opportunities, etc. We try to bring in everything. So definitely there's that as well.